I have decided to fall.
I gave you the answer that Jesus is the son of no man, and this is what the Bible teach. He is the son of no man. He is the God of all men. Jesus said, before Abraham I am. So how Abraham can be his father? Don't call me Ali, you are a kid too. I'm done with kids. Before Abraham I am. He is a son of no man. And if we are, you know, when you say 10 generation, do you know even what 10 generation mean? There's 10 generation between Moses and Jesus. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Are you there?
Hello.
Are you there? Yes.
Hello.
Yes. I hear you. Go ahead.
Hello. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Okay.
What do you say
Yeah,
about your brother? He was saying that Allah, he said to Adam, be, and he was. Did Allah created Adam by saying be?
I heard he was created in stages.
Right.
He
So
was
why Allah is lying, saying that Adam is the same as Jesus, when neither Jesus or Adam was created by be? Why the Quran is giving us a very serious stupid? Because he's trying to prove to us that Adam and Jesus are the same, but neither Adam, neither Jesus was created by be. So how stupid it is to say, I created you by saying be, but he did not create neither Adam, neither Jesus by be.
he was created.
Don't you agree with me that this is stupid from God to claim such a thing?
He was clearly not created by just a word. He was created in the womb.
Correct. And the Quran
Jesus.
never, and the God of Islam never created anything according to the Quran by be. Anything, nothing. Not the trees, not the mountains, not the land, not the earth, not the sun, not the light, nothing. So why the Quran lying, saying, why the God of Islam contradicting himself, saying that he created by saying be, but when he never did say be, and nothing created by be?
You know what? When we say Jesus was created, but created means he was introduced, not that he was grown up man. Okay,
he was
introduced. He was in beginning to develop in the mother's womb. Okay.
Okay, where Jesus was before he was created, according to Islam?
According to Islam, he was. I don't know deep about this stuff. If you know,
well, isn't it the Quran says that he is the word of Allah and he sent it down to Mary?
Yes.
Okay, so where's the word of Allah was?
Word of Allah probably with him.
Okay, so Jesus came from heaven, right?
Heaven, I don't know, because heaven is a creation of God, you know.
No problem. But as an example, chapter 3, verse number 45, it says that the angels came to Mary and says, "Oh Mary, Allah give thee the glad tidings of a word from him. His name," here the first translation saying would be, it doesn't say would be, it says his name is Christ Jesus. Okay. So he have a name, not will be. This is a first translation. He have, do you know Arabic? I can show you the Arabic.
Okay. No, I don't know.
Okay, it says إذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله يبشرك بكلمة منه اسمه المسيح. Not his name will be. So his name is the Messiah. Isa, not Jesus, doesn't say Jesus here. The son of Mary. So now what we have? We have a word from God who is coming down to earth, and that word, his name is Christ. Do you agree with that?
I think here the word means the news of the pregnancy. Okay.
Yeah, but this is not a question. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, my friend, that Jesus, before he come to Mary, he was what? He was a word from God.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Let me read it. Behold, the angel says, "Oh Mary, Allah giveth thee glad tidings of a word from him.
Hmm.
His name will be Christ Jesus, the Son of Mary, held in honor in this world and the hereafter, and of the company of those nearest to Allah.
Hmm.
Okay, here glad of a word from him.
Hmm.
Word from him means what? The news of the pregnancy, the news of the miraculous birth. He will be, she
No,
will be.
no. You see, the news is that he will have. I'm sending to you a word coming from God, which
Mhm.
is a person who his name is a Christ. Can the word be a man in the same time? It's a word and a man in the same time. Was Jesus
What
was Jesus exist when the angel said to Mary that I am coming to you with the news of a word?
you see, uh, uh, anyone can be existed in any time because before I was born, I was in the form of soil. You might say I
This is
was.
this is a
Yeah.
false philosophy, my friend. This is not really. This is not real, because I can say that Adam before was exist, he was a dirt. That's not really. This is not logical. We are when we talk about Adam, we talk about Adam as a person, not Adam as a bunch of dust. So you know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
a person can also have various different stages. A person may be a child, a person may be
Yeah,
grown up,
but
and
Mary now she is not pregnant yet. She is, because after that Allah he breathed into her. He breathed. After that Allah breathed. So Jesus is not there, and Allah did not say to Mary, be pregnant, and she was. He did an action. He did breathe the same as he did to Adam. In Adam he did make a mud, and then he breathed into the figure of the mud. In the case of Jesus, it says وَنَفَخْنَا فِي فَرْجِهَا. So Allah he blow into her vagina, which is very disgusting and stupid to say. Because if God is God, as the previous Abdul he said, that Allah he said be is going to be. As long Allah he can say be is going to be. So what was the point of breathing into the vagina of Mary? Can you tell us?
no, I cannot tell us what's the point.
What is the point
But
really? What is the point if he is going to create him by saying be? If the similarity between Adam and Jesus is be and was, but neither Adam, neither Mary, neither Jesus, neither any of us was created according to Islam by saying be. Nothing in
I
this
think
world created in Islam by be. Allah he took him 2 days to create the earth,
the
4 days
B
to create
indicates,
everything on top of the earth, and then 2 days to create everything in the heaven and the stars.
yes, the B indicates the beginning of the stages. Okay, when he
My
said
friend,
the
no,
B,
there's no beginning. There's no beginning, my friend. There's no beginning, because the being will make you exist, not beginning to exist. So
yes,
Allah did not create the mud by saying be mud. Allah did not
you
create
see,
the earth by saying, okay,
because
show me my friend. Don't give me philosophy. Don't give me philosophy. You are giving me philosophy. You look like you are under the influence of the Hindus. Are you?
no,
Okay. So why you are saying to me the beginning, and this is philosophy? We are
this
talking
is,
about religion, not philosophy now. When the God of
you see,
Islam,
the
my
universe
my
is
my, my friend,
existed
my friend,
today, but
my friend,
the
does the
universe
Quran
after,
says does the Quran
yeah,
says we breathe into her vagina? Yes or no? Does it say that?
I don't know,
Hmm?
breathe into her,
We can find that in many verses in the Quran. As an example, chapter 21, verse number 91. Right?
okay, let's see.
Okay. So the Quran says clearly that Allah he breathed into Mary vagina, and he made her pregnant by that breathing, not by saying be. So why he didn't say, okay, we created Adam the same as Jesus by breathing? That will be accurate according to the Quran. But saying be and he was, that's a stupid example, because he did not say be and never was by saying be. Same as Adam. Like if you go in the Quran, it says that وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. Okay, what does that mean? Ajula, that's mean that a human being was ever hasty. Okay, what does that mean? If you go and see the interpretation, you will find, this is chapter 17, verse number 11. You will find that a human being, when Allah was creating him, Adam, and that is the story of Adam. Adam said to Allah, finish me before the sun set. You know the story, right?
And no, say that
Okay,
again.
let me show you. 17:11. This is Ibn Kathir, the favorite Abdul for the Muslims. Oh, the website is not working. Suddenly. All right. Let us see. Chapter 17, verse number 11. It says the file cannot be found. Error. Let's try again. It's not working. I don't know why. Let me click at the page from the beginning again. Let us see. No, it's not working. Anyway, you can see the story where it says that when Allah he breathed into Adam. Let us see if in this website maybe we can get the story here from different 17. Yeah, this one doesn't give us. Yeah, it doesn't give us the details in here. But in Ibn Kathir, you will see the details that when Allah he breathed into Adam, when after Allah he breathed into him, he tried to open his eyes, and before his soul reached to his limbs, he sneezed. He said, "Achoo!" So Allah he said to him, "Bless you." And then Adam he said, "Alhamdulillah." Adam is born, he speak Arabic.
We say Alhamdulillah.
Do you really believe in this garbage that Adam he is born, he speak Arabic? Really? I mean, isn't it obvious that this is really stupid? I mean, how you can believe in such a madness? Adam he speak Arabic right away. He said Alhamdulillah, and then Allah he said to him, may your Lord bless you. If Allah is his Lord, how he said to him, may your Lord bless you? Unbelievable. And then before the soul of Adam reached to his limbs, which means to his feet, supposedly he wanted to stand up, he could not. So he said to Allah, Allah, please finish me before the sunset. How in the world Adam he knew that the sun is going to set? He is just he's in the process of making. So when that Abdul he says that Allah he gave Adam, he created Adam same as Jesus by saying B, that is the most stupid argument Allah he came with and Muhammad came with, because neither Adam neither Jesus was created by saying B. Correct?
In a sense that be and become a grown-up man, no, they are not created like that.
Let me ask you, I want to give you a chance. I don't want to criticize Islam. I want to give you a chance to prove to me Islam is coming from the true God as a Muslim. What you want to do to me? I mean, what is the most strong argument you Muslims have for us to prove Islam to be a true religion?
Probably the concept of God.
What is the concept of God? Where we can find the concept of God in Islam?
Surah Ikhlas. Kul huwallahu Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
No, it doesn't say Qul huwallahu samad. It says Qul huwallahu ahad. Yeah, it's not. Doesn't say Qul huwallahu samad. Now let me ask you, what ahad mean?
Ahad means one.
That's not true. Ahad mean one of. So how Allah he says that he is one of? That is a mistake. You can go right now, I can type for you the word ahad in the Quran, and you will find that the word ahad always come as one of, never as one. Here we go. I will type the word ahad in the front of you on the screen. I want you to look with me. You can copy, take a snapshot. Here we go. Okay, ahad. Here we go. Look, all those verses. Ma min ahad. You see the word ahad? Ahad. All of those are ahad. Okay. If we search now for the word ahad, we will find the Quran always. Choose for me any verse you want. Have the word. All those verses have ahad. Choose any of them, and you will see that always the word ahad come as one of.
But in the sentence Kul huwallahu ahad,
قل هو الله
In,
أحد. That is a wrong verse.
in order to be one of, there must be one of what? One of God.
Right. Okay.
But
Let me
kul
ask you.
huwallahu
Let me ask you. If there is any other creators in Islam?
creators,
Hmm.
what do you define as a creator?
Well, the one who created Adam is Allah, right?
Yes,
Okay. If there's any other creators beside Allah who created the human beings?
human beings.
Uh-huh.
Uh, if Allah give anyone the power to create, then he might be able to create.
Okay. Okay. That's a good answer. Who is the one Allah gave him the ability to create beside him?
I think Jesus was given.
Okay. So now we have two creators. We have Allah and Jesus.
But this creator was Jesus was given the power, but Allah has his own power.
But no
But
problem. But
Jesus,
Jesus, now he became a creator, correct?
yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
He was the creator of a bird.
Okay. Jesus, he can create a human being. Can he resurrect a human being from death too?
Yes, he was given the power. These are
But
called model.
but isn't it the Quran said that only Allah can resurrect people from death? It is the one who created it first time.
I think it says that.
Okay. Uh, in chapter 36, verse number 77 and 78, it says, and 79, they said, say, okay, who is the one who can make people come back to life? Who is the one? Did the human being forget who the origin of the creation? Says, who can give life to the dry bones? Do you see the verse, my friend, in the screen?
That's number what?
Huh? This is chapter 36, verse number 78.
78, and he makes
Hmm.
comparisons for us and forgets his own origin and creation. He says, who can give life to dry bones and decomposed one, like that.
So who can give
Yeah.
life? Let us see the answer. Allah answer, say, Allah saying to Muhammad, say, he will give them life who created them from the first time. Only that person can bring life back to is the one who created them first time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, if Jesus can resurrect you from death, that's mean he is the one who created you first time. Because this is what the verse saying. The verse saying that the one who can create you, he can bring you back to life, is the one who created you first time.
But this power of Jesus was given by someone else.
My friend, it doesn't matter. Listen. If the Quran confirm that the one who can bring you back to life is the one who created you first time, that means Jesus is the one who created first time. The Quran did not say, and Jesus Christ can do that. No, the Quran saying that the one who created you first time is the one who can bring you back to life. There's no other option. Do you see other options there?
Because I think if you study law, there will be some laws that will be plain laws, and in other laws you will find some stipulations. Because Quran is a whole book, and
my friend, no problem. We are not saying it's not a whole book, but the Quran confirm in every verse in the Quran that the one who bring you back to life is the one who created you first time. Do you see anywhere in the Quran it says that the one who creates someone back from death is different from the one who created you first time? No. The Quran confirmed that in many places. So if Jesus, he can bring you back to death, from death to life, that means this is a contradiction. Unless Jesus himself is your God.
My friend, you can tell this is a contradiction, but to me it is not a contradiction, because
So
I
explain
think
to me, okay, why, first of all, what is the logic that Allah, he gave his power now? Because now we discover that Jesus have two power: the power of a creation, a human being from nothing, and the power of a creation you from dust again when you are dead and bones. Why Jesus can't do that? Are you there?
don't you listen me?
Okay, now I hear you. So what is the reason Jesus was given the ability to create you and the ability to resurrect you?
I cannot tell you the reason, but I can tell you that he was given this power. I cannot tell you the
Do you
reason.
have a proof that he was given? What is the proof?
Prove.
What is the proof that Jesus was given from Allah such a power? I can say I gave Jesus the power. You can say that too. If there is any proof that Allah can do even what Jesus did, Allah did to Muhammad any miracle in his time?
Miracle.
Why Allah cannot do what Jesus can do? Here we go. The Quran confirmed that Jesus can resurrect you, Jesus can create you. Okay, so why Allah cannot do what Jesus do? We have a proof that Jesus did. Even the Quran witnessed for that, Muhammad witnessed for that, unless he's a liar. Now, can Muhammad witness for us that his God Allah did create anything?
Yes.
Where? How? Show me. What is the miracle of Allah happened during the time of Muhammad where he can create anything? By the way, you are touching the mic and you are losing the sound. Don't touch it, please.
You can hear me?
Now I hear you. Go ahead.
Because you said earlier that Allah created Adam.
I did not say that. This is the Quran saying, but what is the proof? I can say I created Adam too. You see, in order to say a miracle and to claim a miracle, you have to have witnesses. Have you ever heard even a crime need witnesses? Even marriage would need witnesses. When you get married as a Muslim, you need 2 witnesses, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so everything, even if you take money, you borrow money, the Quran says you have to have witnesses. So okay, if we need to have witnesses in a city stuff which is about money, shouldn't we have witnesses about God? Who is the one who will witness to your God that he was able to do any miracle? Nobody. My friend, don't touch the microphone. When you touch the microphone, you are making a bad noise and I'm losing you. Are you there? Are you there? Fix your microphone and call me back. Are you there? Okay. So do you have any proof that Allah can create anything?
No.
I will give you a clear proof that Allah can do nothing. As an example, you know the story when the angel came to Muhammad and he told him what Allah told him, right? About when he came to him to the cave. What Allah he said to Muhammad in the cave? Did he say to him, read?
Yes, recite, I think.
All right. Okay, he said to him, read it 3 times. Why Muhammad was not able to read if Allah is God? Jesus says to the blind man, see, he saw. He said to the man who cannot walk, he walked. Why Allah cannot do what Jesus does? Allah said to Muhammad, 3 times read, and still Muhammad cannot read. How this happen?
Because it was not Allah saying that read.
No, this is no. This is Allah. No, this is
read.
Allah. Because remember, in the Jibreel, he is just bringing the word of Allah, not his word. It's not him who is saying read. Jibreel is just carrying the word of Allah. Do you agree?
All right. If he cannot read, but then why he could understand that he is saying read?
No, he did not understand anything. The angel, he squeezed him 3 times, and there's no ketchup, no mayonnaise coming out. So the angel, because Muhammad is being ignorant, obviously, and he don't understand him. So the angel, he said to him, read, which Allah he command him to say to him, read. And Muhammad says, read what? Like and the Muslim, they say no, this means he cannot read. Okay, so why Muhammad saying to him, I cannot read, and the angel insists to say to him, read? What is the point if he will not make a miracle? Here we go, Muhammad cannot read, and then I squeeze him again. And I say to him, read. And then he said, I cannot read. And then I squeeze him again. And I say, read. And then he said, I cannot read. And then I squeeze him again. And I say, read. And he say, I don't read. I know how to read. So what the point of this drama? Why Jesus said to the blind man, see, he saw. He said to the one who cannot walk, he walk. Why Allah he said to Muhammad, read it 3 times, still is not working?
I don't know the reason.
I will tell you the reason, because this is a false God. Because if God he said to a donkey read, even if it's a donkey, he will read. Don't you agree with me? If God he said to a camel speak, he will speak. Okay, so how Allah he said to Muhammad 3 times read after 3 squeezing, still Muhammad he have no idea what's going on.
I don't know the reason actually.
Let me tell you what is the reason. Because obviously this is a fabricated story. Because there's no way God he cannot explain to his prophet what he meant. At least obviously Muhammad he don't even know what's happening. And why Allah cannot explain himself? Here we go, he's speaking to Muhammad and Muhammad did not get it. Why Allah is making an order? The Abdul before you who called me, he said, Allah, if you want to say something to happen, he said B is going to be. Here we go, he said B, he said read. 3 times, and yet Muhammad, the poor guy, he cannot read. I feel sorry for him.
All right, friend. I called you to ask you something about Christianity.
No problem, my friend. But before you ask me about Christianity, what do you think about this foolishness in Islam? Do you agree that this is stupid? The story is stupid? What do you think?
I think I have some lack of understanding in these stories.
No, but I mean the story here about Muhammad, he cannot read. Don't you think this story is stupid? Because there's no way that God, he said to a man, read it 3 times, and still he will not be able to read. Because God, as your Quran says, if you want something to happen, he say B is going to be. And here we go, he said to him, read it 3 times, and instead Muhammad, he have no idea. He went to his wife, he said to her, cover me, you know, and he started shaking and breaking and going crazy and freak out. So why Allah could not even explain himself to Muhammad? What do you think?
I don't know the reason.
Don't you agree with me? Be honest. Don't you agree that stupid here, the story here is stupid?
I think many of the stories in the hadith and the way Muslims tell that weak hadith is false or strong, I think this argument of weak.
But this
strong,
is a Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, and the Muslim, they say this is a very authentic
no,
hadith.
I think that the whole point is very stupid, that this hadith is strong.
Okay, thank you very much. So we agree that the story here in the hadith at least is stupid. What about the Quran? Because the Quran says that story. Allah, he said to Muhammad in the Quran, read. Isn't it Allah who said to him, read in the Quran? Are you going to say now the Quran is false?
Allah didn't tell him to read, because
no,
it was
no my friend, the Quran is said clearly, and actually many places say to him that Allah, he said to him, read, you know. So how we say that Allah, how we say the story in the hadith is false when the Quran confirmed the same story, saying that Allah, he said to him, read?
Allah said to him, read, or there was something written Jibril brought.
What?
I think Jibril probably brought some written materials to Muhammad in the cave.
No problem. Okay, I will go with you with this theory. Guys, Jibril, he brought him some written material. How stupid it is from God to send Muhammad written material, but Muhammad cannot read. You just confirmed to me. I'm not insulting you, by the way. You sound like a nice guy, gentleman. But you just confirmed to me that your God is a stupid, because here we go. You bring me a letter and I cannot read, and you say to me, read. So who's the stupid here? Either you are going to make a miracle of me, I cannot read, and you say to me, read, and suddenly I am a person who can read, or it's a stupid to say to me, read, and you give me a letter, but I cannot read.
Right, you're saying if someone is a known illiterate person, it is stupid to bring something written material to him.
Right, because don't Allah, he knew that Muhammad is illiterate? What do you think? He knew, right?
Of course.
Okay, so how he bring him a letter to read, but Muhammad cannot read? So what the point?
Yeah.
Okay, if Jesus, let me, my friend, if Jesus said to the blind man, look at me, and the blind man is blind, he would say like, what? I'm blind. What are you talking about? So if Jesus said to him, look at me, if he is God, should make him be able to see, right? Because there's no point to say to a blind man, look. Do we agree?
Yes, it's miraculous.
Okay, that's stupid actually to say to him, look at me, but the guy is blind, and you know he's blind, and supposedly you're God. But look, Jesus, he made the blind see. He made the one who cannot walk. Like when Jesus said to the man he cannot walk, who is sitting down on the ground, when he said to him, carry your bed and walk, the guy should say to him like, what are you talking about? How I can walk? He did not do that. He carried the bed and walk. Here we go. We have Jesus, who is the God of the Christian. He said to the man who is a blind, see, he saw. He said to the man who cannot walk, walk, he walked. and we have the God of Islam who he knew supposedly that Muhammad cannot read, and he gave him, as you said, written material to read, and still Muhammad cannot read. So who is the false God here?
I think I have a lot to learn and understand before the judging what is.
But my friend, we have to be honest here. I mean, come on, isn't it clear for you? Be honest with me. Isn't it clear that there is something fishy here in the story?
Yeah, there is something fishy because.
Thank you very much. Here we go. See, there is something fishy. So as long as there is something fishy, that means Muhammad is a fishy prophet. He cannot be a prophet. This story must be fabricated. There is no way Muhammad here received an order from his God to read, and yet he cannot read. For this is against the nature of God, because if God he say be is going to be, as the Quran said, that's it. Allah said to him read, he will read. If you see, if God he said, let us say there's a 1 billion human being army with heavy arms, and he said to you, you will be victorious. Do you think you will be victorious or not against them?
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
If I am fighting now, let us say all of the country of China is going to shoot at me. They have missiles, they have bombs, and God said to me, hey Christian Prince, I will give you victory. Do you think God will keep his promise because he's Almighty God?
Of course.
Okay, here we go. So if God is God, then it doesn't matter really how difficult the issue is. What God he say is going to accomplish. Allah he said to Muhammad read, and still Muhammad cannot read. Isn't it obvious that when the Quran confirmed that in front of us, اقرأ بسم ربك الذي خلق, اقرأ بسم ربك الذي خلق, read in the name of your Lord who create. Okay, the guy, okay, I cannot read, and then he squeezed him again, read, I cannot read. So the Quran confirmed the story, the Hadith confirmed the story, but it confirmed in the same time, according to you Muslims, that Muhammad cannot read. What do you think, my friend? Are you willing to leave Islam?
Actually, I have a lot of doubt in many stories in Islam. But I want to ask something to you about Christianity.
Okay, I will tell you about Christianity, but come on, let us first confirm that Islam is not good for you no more. Obviously, it's stupid religion, it's cult.
Because actually, I think I'm a novice in Islamic education. I want to learn. Okay, I want to learn more and read more about.
Yeah, here we go. I will be happy to help you. Always watch my videos, but obviously if we discover one lie, the rest is a lie. God is not a liar, correct?
Of course.
Okay, this is a lie. This cannot be God. This is Quran. God cannot be a liar. This is a lie. The same as in the Quran says that God he created the man from the sperm of the man coming from the backbone, and the sperm of the women coming from the ribs. That's stupid. This cannot be God. The same as the God he said that he created you from a sperm drop of semen, and then the drop of semen became a congealed blood. That is a lie. A human being will not go through any of those processes. There's nowhere it teach.
But Muslims claim that these are miracles.
That's a lie. They are lying, my friend. They are lying. This is a big fat lie. I challenge any Muslim who claim that this is a miracle to call me. Here we go. I'm live on air. I have 1,000, almost 200 people watching. Who dare to call me and say this is a miracle? That is the opposite. Because when the Quran says that Allah created you from al-alaqa, he just proved to us that he's a false God, because alaqa is a congealed blood, dead blood. What kind of God he say that a human being he created you from a congealed blood? That's stupid. How that can be? Who in the world gonna believe in such a thing? Which is a translation you like, my friend, more?
I don't have a preference. I read.
Okay, yeah, but you see, all the translation says that he was created from congealed blood. How God can say such a stupid thing? This cannot be God. That's stupid. Very simple. You can go right now and check in any scientific website. It's not a Christian website. Any have just science. This is stupid. Then we made a nutfa into a clot. There's the nutfa is not. It's a drop of semen. That's mean millions of semen they became a clot of a congealed blood. How such a mistake can be happen? The semen would transform into a congealed blood, and that will be the baby.
No, semen and egg will create.
There's no egg. You see, the Quran speak about something else. How the maybe baby and the women they come together, and Muhammad explained it that the man have a sperm coming from the backbone. This is in chapter 86, verse number 7, and the women have a sperm coming from her ribs, and specifically the location of the necklace. And I can show you that even Muhammad explained that in the hadith. Muhammad in the hadith he said, the messenger of Allah said that the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow, and which of them comes first, the child will resemble the parent, which means will be a boy or a girl. Do you agree with this stupidity? That if a man have orgasm first,
no.
okay, so you are smarter than this, my friend. How you can believe in such a garbage? This is science. They lied to people. You know, we are here to get them busted. I am live on air every day, and no
I
Muslim.
also think the hadith for weak, strong.
My friend, this is a strong. This is a sahih. This is a sahih hadith. This is a sahih hadith. This is a sahih hadith. Do you see it? It says sahih.
Yeah, I know. I believe that all the Sahih and what are other two?
My friend, but this is Quran. This is Quran too. Quran chapter 86, verse number 7. This is not only hadith. Okay, let us throw the hadith to the garbage. What about the Quran? The Quran says that, and we showed you the other verses too, speaking about Allah. He made you from a sperm into a congealed blood. So this is a stupid thing to say. It's not one mistake. It's all over the Quran. Quran is a book of mistakes. It's a chain of mistakes, endless mistakes. How God he say that you are created from a gushing fluid coming from between the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women? This is garbage. Based in the Quran, with my respect to you and your wife, or if your family, Muslim women, they have a breast in the testicles. They have testicles in their chest, in the location of the necklace specifically. This is what the word Taraib means. Taraib is not only the ribs. Taraib is the location of the necklace specifically for women. So Allah created you from a gushing fluid coming from between the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. So the gushing fluid coming from two sources, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is the location of the necklace. Do you believe in this garbage? This is Quran now. What you will do?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, so say here we go. Say I'm out of Islam. You don't believe in the Quran. That's wonderful. So say I am out of Islam, my friend.
If it says that semen can come from the backbone and ribs, then it's obviously false.
Okay, here we go. It's in front of you. This is Quran. This is Quran, my friend. This is not hadith.
Tafsir, even Abbas, it's.
Forget about tafsir. Even Arabic it says there يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. الترائب, you can go and check now. Taraib is the location of the necklace of the women. Arabic language is very rich. They name part of the bones. So the location where the two ribs in the top, where the location of the necklace meet, that is called taraib. And they call it that name for the women. So here we go. What do you want more? Leave us now, my friend.
I think I'll study more about Islam, and
you see, you are scared. You are scared. You just said that. You just said this is stupid. You just admitted that this is stupid. So why you don't want to say
it? It actually says,
my friend, here we go in front of everybody. Do you think really all the Muslim scholars they misunderstood? Do you think the Muslim scholars who don't speak Arabic, all of them they get it wrong? All the scholars they say that this is about the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Let me ask you a question. Which scholar you like me to show you? Name one.
I don't have any.
Yeah, but you see, when I say anyone you wish, that's mean I am very sure, correct? Because you might choose someone, maybe he say the opposite, but all of them they agree that this is, here we go, this is Al-Jalalain. We change Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad. This is a very early Muslim scholar, the earliest actually. But this is Al-Jalalain, issuing from between the loins of the man. By the way, it doesn't say loins, it says backbone of the man and the breastbones of the women. Forget about Ibn Abbas. We can go to the Arabic because here we have. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. Let us see if Ibn Kathir is working now. Let us try.
What is this verse number and chapter number?
Chapter 86, verse number 7.
Okay. It's, chapter
86.
86.
Yeah.
86 verse
Number 7.
7.
This is Ibn Kathir. Here we go. It's working now. It says, He created you from gushing forth fluid, water gushing forth, meaning the sexual fluid. So the Quran claimed that women have a gushing.
Chapter 86 verse 5 to 7.
Yeah, you can read it all.
So
Anyway, it's a short chapter.
Let
Anyway.
man observe from what he was created.
Hmm.
He was created
I will let you read
from
for
a
me. I
fluid.
want you to read for me. I will be back in a second. I'll get some water, please. Okay? You can go. I will hear you. Go.
So let man observe from what he was created. He was created from a fluid ejected, emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. Indeed, Allah to return him is able the day when secrets will be put on trial. Yeah, it is saying emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. What does it mean from between? From between means what?
All right. Are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Did you see it? You see it?
Emerging from between the backbones and the ribs. From between. What does it mean by from between?
It's between because it is two person, the man and the women. So between the man and the women, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. That's what between mean. Between what? There's a man and there's a woman. Do you see Ibn Kathir? Here we go.
But
proceeding from between. The word between here mean what? The backbone and the ribs. Okay, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Do you see it? And here it says,
these are
and here it says, and here it says, which is referring to her chest. But the fact,
but in the actual verse, Quranic verse, not the tafsir, does it
my
say?
friend, we are using tafsir because it's to show you that this is what it's meant. I don't care really for tafsir, but those are people who speak Arabic very well, and those are the one who defend Islam. Ibn Kathir, he never explained the Quran, by the way. He is defending Islam. Ibn Kathir, all his book, because Ibn Kathir, he live in Syria, so he is surrounded by Christians who they always expose Islam and see how stupid it is. So Ibn Kathir, he made his book based on the accusation, trying to defend it. So, and look, this is after defending. Look what came with. He could not hide it. So Tara'ib mean, read with me. This is what Tara'ib in Arabic mean the following: referring to hairy chest. And in fact, in Arabic, it doesn't say only that. It says the location of the necklace. All right. So it's very clear: the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, i.e., the fluid is yellow. The fluid of the women is yellow and fine
but
in
how
texture.
can he is able to tell all the details.
Very
How
simple,
did
very simple. No, very simple. Because the word tara'ib is only for the bones of the ribs where the location of the necklace. Only for women. We don't say
Okay.
tara'ib. We don't say tara'ib for the location of necklace of a man because he don't wear necklace. So here is the tara'ib provide to us. This is speaking about what? A sulb is only for the man. This is why they say min sulbi abi. Sulbi abi, which means the backbone of his father, because Muhammad is copying what the Arab before him believed. They believe that the person is coming from the backbone of the man. Why? Because when men have too much sex, he feel that he have like a weakness in his in that area. But this is stupid. So, but because of that false belief, Muhammad, he came with the conclusion, as the Arab they believe before him, that the baby, the man, his sperm coming from there, and the woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs. So my friend, what you will do now? You want to stay as a Muslim? Come on. I mean, it's very clear.
Is there any hadith explaining this verse?
Sure, no problem. Here we go. Tons of hadith, no problem. Let us start with this one. Here we go. Dr. Muhammad, he have a clinic, and people, they come to ask him questions about sex. The Messenger of Allah said, the man's water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. Whichever of them come first, the baby resemble the parents. So Muhammad here explaining,
this is absolutely false.
This is absolutely false. Not only that, I'll show you more. This is just the beginning. Okay. This is Sahih Hadith. Salim, she asked the Messenger of Allah about a woman who see a dream. And look how filthy, I mean, with no shame, a woman, she is coming to Muhammad saying she was touching her vagina and she have orgasm.
Yeah, I also think, how can the woman tell
Muhammad is the expert of sex. He's Dr. Sex. He's Dr. Phil. So who sees Salim, she said to Muhammad, asking Allah, Messenger of Allah, about a woman who sees in her dream something like which men sees. So she is masturbating, dreaming about men doing bang bang to her. The Messenger of Allah said, if she sees that he and has discharge, then let her perform bath. Salama, and this is the wife of Muhammad, said, oh Messenger of Allah, does really that happen? By the way, Salama, do you know who's Salama?
No.
This is the wife of Muhammad. Salama, she never have orgasm because she is asking Muhammad, really? Woman, she have discharge? That's mean Muhammad never made his wife have orgasm. This is how good he is in sex. His wife, she is like, what? Really? Women, they have orgasm? What? Are you serious? And look what Muhammad said. Yes, the water of the man is thick and white, and the water of the woman is thin and yellow. Whichever of them come first, the child resembles the parents. Do you see it?
Yes, it is false.
It's false. Your prophet is false, my friend. Leave Islam. Come on, be a man. Be the man who make a decision.
Yeah, if these stories are true, then of course it's all made up story.
Okay. So are you
by the way, how other people who reported this story? Because
this is Salama, the wife of Muhammad, and now you see it's Sahih. Do you see it says Sahih? Sahih.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing it,
Okay.
But these are personal stories. This should not be distributed as a book.
My friend, who care about they are personal or not? They distribute them and they are there and they expose Muhammad. So now it's your decision. After all what you saw, really you want to stay as a Muslim?
I think if these all are true, then yes, of course.
Okay, so say I am out of Islam. Say it.
Do I need to say it?
Why not?
People can understand.
Why not? Because I wanna see that you made a smart, intelligent decision. I mean, I'm wasting my time with my friend. Would you know? I'm explaining to you because I want to talk, open my mouth. No, I have a target, and the target is to share the truth. And I want to see my
Because
truth is giving
I
fruit.
want to double check after this talk.
My friend, here we go. We are
That's,
doubling. Does it say hadith sahih in the front of you or not?
yes,
This is
saying
sunnah.com, my friend. This is not a Christian.com. Do you see it? This is sunnah.com. Right?
okay.
Okay. So how we can double check more than this? What you will do? What extra you can do? You will go to the time of Muhammad? No. That's it. This is the hadith written by the Muslims, approved by the Muslims, and it's authentic. So what we can do more?
Because I want to ask some sheikhs and other people.
The sheikh, they will say to you, it's sahih, it's in front of you. Come on, my friend, this is the sheikh. This is sahih. This is Ibn Majah. We can show it to you from Al-Bukhari. This is the biggest sheikh. What sheikh? Those are the real sheikh, not the one like Zakir Naik and the potato. Those are the big ones. Zakir Naik, he read their books to speak about Islam. What sheikh? Don't you see, my friend? Here we go. This is Sahih Muslim. Okay. Anas ibn Malik, this is one of the companions of Muhammad, reported about Salim, narrated that she asked Allah Messenger about women who sees a dream, what man sees, sexual dream. The Messenger of Allah said, in case women sees that, she must take a bath.
Hello, Christian Prince. Actually, my faith in Islam is strong because I believe Muhammad was a very generous man and very kind man. But I also heard from some Christians that he was a very ruthless man. Is that true?
I don't understand what you said. Can you repeat again? You believe
my faith in Islam is strong because I believe Muhammad was a very kind and generous man. Okay.
Muhammad was very kind and generous man. Are you sure?
Yes, but some Christians he was very ruthless.
That's a good one. That's a good one, my friend. Muhammad, he was the biggest criminal ever. Let me ask you a question. Starting with Muhammad personal life, do you think it's a nice gentleman he will have sex with a child?
No.
Okay. How Muhammad, he at the age of 54, he thought for a second to marry Aisha at the age of 6? What will make a man at the age of 54? I don't know how old are you, my friend? What will make you in such an age think to have a sexual attention, just to think about it, of a child at the age of 6? And this is Sahih Bukhari and this is Sahih. What do you think? Is that a behavior of a gentleman? If a man come to your house, and I want you to be honest, and he is 54 years old, and he said to you, I like your daughter, she is hot, I want to marry her, what you will do? Be honest.
What I will do?
Yeah, what you will do? You will say you are gentleman, you are welcome?
No, I don't think he's a gentleman.
Okay, but what you think about him? He will think what? He's a scumbag, he is a perverted man. What you will be honest?
This was not good.
Yeah, so he's not a gentleman, he's not a good man. Because you see, in order to think, just to think about a child in a sexual way, that is proof that I am not a good man. You do not need tons of proofs. That's it. A man, he is a prophet of God. Already he is married. He have wives. So why he is thinking about even a child? What about, okay, the tribe is full of women. There's women. Women, they have a breast, they have legs, they have, I don't want to describe, but I'm talking, if he is crazy about sex, that's okay, no problem. Go to a woman. Even dogs don't have sex with little puppies. They sniff them. They can sniff the female if she is really in the age. Yeah, Muhammad let him be the same as a dog. Sniff her. She is a child. She is a 6 years old. She have no breast. She have no bum. She have no legs. She have nothing. She is just a baby. So what will make a man think about a child to be his wife unless he is mentally ill and he is perverted?
Yeah, this is not good.
So is Muhammad still a gentleman for you?
I'm confused, brother,
My friend, come on, be honest with yourself.
because I fear hell a lot.
My
When I
friend,
go outside, I see vehicles, and I thought if I die, what will happen to me?
you're afraid they will kill you?
If I pronounce my
Okay,
apostasy,
don't
they
don't
will.
pronounce, my friend. I respect, but I understand that already you did. I'm going to have hung up on you, and
I have some question about Christianity.
all right, no problem. But I now and okay, I got what I want. No problem. Go ahead. What is your question?
The in the Old Testament, there are some dietary restrictions for the Jews. They cannot eat pigs. They cannot eat camel, rabbit,
Hmm,
and all other things.
hmm.
Do Christians need to follow them?
It's not about we need to follow or not. Everything happened for a reason. As an example, if the reason is about something have to do with health, because you see, when God he forbid things, he don't forbid it just to forbid. As an example, you know, when God he made you know that the Jews they respect the Sabbath, right? Sabbath, which is
Yes.
Saturday. Okay. Uh, that was not really because God he cared for the Sabbath for himself as much it was for the benefit of the man. The Jews they love money and they will not take a break. They have servants and they made them work 7 days a week non-stop. So the Sabbath was made to force them to stop. They are so obsessed with money and they don't want to stop. He forced the Sabbath on them. So it was for the benefit of the man, not for the benefit of God. This is why Jesus said, Sabbath was made for the man, not man made for the Sabbath. Same as other things. As an example, you know that the camels they live in the desert, right?
Mhm.
Okay, because they live in the desert, that make them they are designed not to consume water. Is that correct?
Consume water and save them in their belly
Yeah,
for
no, it's not really. It's
conservation.
not really they save it as much. They are designed not to consume too much because it doesn't matter. Like as an example, we have an elephant. He drink a lot of water,
Mm.
but he cannot survive long without water. Correct?
Yes.
That's mean he is consuming it fast.
Yes.
Okay, the camel is different. The camel is a desert animal. He knew his
Yeah.
design that he have a limited source of water. So when he got water, yes, he drink as much as he can, but still he consume as little as he can. The same as all animals who live in the desert. This is why you will see that if you are bitten by a snake in the desert, the bite of a snake of a desert is a lot more harmful than a snake live next to a river. Correct?
I don't agree that deserts. Most of the desert-lived snakes are poisonous, but uh, some snakes
There is some
living
exception, no
beside.
problem. But I'm saying, generally speaking, that the less this water you have, the more your poison is concentrated. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
The vipers are
the
very
same as a
venomous.
scorpion, the same. So the camel, because he's made not to lose too much water, that will keep a lot of poison in his body. Same as the pigs. The pigs they don't sweat,
Mm.
and that make them keep the poison in their body. Right? Now,
Yes.
but it doesn't make the pig killing you. However, there's additional reason for the pig. Pigs they use to grow in the field, and pigs they eat anything, even dead animals. And that can bring
Yes.
a disaster to your family because can bring disease, and even they can eat a human being. You know, we are talking about old days where the bandit attack the pirate, they attack each other in the street, they kidnap people, they kill them, they throw them in the road. The pigs they come and they eat them dead body. So pigs they are not growing in a field which is taking care of a human being, and nobody knows what they are eating. Those are dangerous to eat. And the same time, it's even proven scientifically that pigs they store a lot of poison inside them, but it's not going to kill you if you eat it, is if that is the only reason. But there is no way I'm going to eat a pig who ate a human being, right?
Yes.
So there is a reason always for everything. So the Bible, when he ordered the Jews, that is for survival, not because God really he cared for a camel or he cared for a pig. You got my point? It was for the benefit of the man, not for the benefit of God. Now, for us as a Christians,
Mm.
we are not people who don't follow the Old Testament. And you know what Jesus taught us, that the Jews, they have an idea that if you eat something that will make you dirty, the same as the Muslims. Jesus, he told them that this is not even accurate, because it's not what make you dirty is what goes in your mouth, what it comes from your mouth. I don't know if you agree with that. If I eat something dirty, am I dirty? Or by speaking dirty language will make me dirty? So by being a bad person, that will make you dirty. That's what the logic of Jesus. The Jews, they have their own understanding of the Bible. They get it always wrong. The same as the Sabbath. That's why Jesus correct them always. He said the Sabbath was made for the man, not the man made for the Sabbath. So Jesus, he is teaching the same teaching, but the Jews have a wrong understanding. This is why he was proving them always wrong. The same as stoning women to death. They go after the women, but there's no man. Where is the man? How you stone a woman for death and there's no man? So they go after the poor women, and all of them, they are a bunch of hypocrite sinners, and they are judging a woman for something all of them they do. So he said to them, if any of you is not a sinner, stone her. So what Jesus confirmed to us, that the Jews, yes, they have a law, but obviously they are being a hypocrite, and they are not practicing the law as it should be. And that goes for the food, that goes for the practice, that goes for the tradition, and etc. So for us as a Christians, we have the best teacher who explains things to us, which is the Lord himself. So the Lord corrected the Jews, and for sure he corrected us after them. Did I answer you?
Answer was very long. I want a short answer.
Okay, the short answer is that God, he made things for a reason, and the reason is for the benefit of the man. If the benefit of the man is not there, the reason is not there.
I asked that there are some dietary restriction in the Old Testament.
And I told you, I answered you why.
Do modern Christians need to follow?
And I told you why. And I told you why. Because if the pig was eating a human being and today is not eating a human being, so it's okay. If the camel is still poisoned, and actually even the pork, actually Christians, is not about they don't follow, but this is like an own personal decision. So if you think this is what is good for you, go and eat it, but that will not really offend God. But the Jews, they were in the stage of survival, and because they are in the stage of survival, the law came for them to survive. Everything have a reason. So for us as a Christian, still we follow the Old Testament. Who said we don't? There's nowhere it says that like, okay, go and eat pork. But at the same time, Jesus explained, pork is, like the Bible is make it clear that it's not good to eat pork, but not because God, he will punish you for eating pork. It's not because God will be angry from you for eating pork, but this is because it's not good for you. So there is a huge difference between why I eat and why I don't eat based on religion. Based on Islam, it's forbidden, but nobody knows why. If I ask you now, why the Quran forbid eating the pork, there's no answer. Why?
Christian Prince, in Islam, you know that the haram foods, if you eat them, there will be guna. There
will be what?
But guna, I mean, guna, sin. That then your prayer will not be accepted if you eat haram foods for 40 days.
That's not true. That's not true. The Quran, the same verse forbid you from eating the pork is the same verse approve you to eat the pork. Don't you know that?
Oh.
Okay. Well, let us go to the Quran. Chapter 5, verse number 3 is the one speak about forbidding for you to eat pork. But at the end of the verse says, but if any one of you is forced into hunger, eat all of those things. The same verse.
Yes, in situations where the situation is not
Okay,
favorable to you.
okay, let me show you how stupid this statement is. Here it sounds logical, right?
Yes.
Okay, but in different verse in the Quran, Allah he first the Jews into hunger, and he told them not to do fishing in Saturday. Huh? Told them not to do fishing in Saturday. And then he made the fish not to come to them except in Saturday. So he forced them into hunger. And then after that, because they did fishing in Saturday because they are hungry, Allah he turned them into pigs and monkeys. Where is the logic?
It seems I wanted to reach you in a point in Christianity. I asked you that in Islam, if you eat haram foods, your prayers will not be accepted for
My
40
friend,
days. But
I want
Judaism,
I want you to focus, my friend. I want you to focus with me. The verse you said to me, okay, if you are hungry, you can eat, right? We agree. In the other verse. Okay, here we go. The Jews, Allah he forced them that the fish will not come to them unless it is Saturday. But he forced them not to fish in Saturday. And now they are hungry. So they ate in Saturday and they fish in Saturday, and Allah he made them pigs and monkeys. Why Allah don't make the pigs, the Muslims, pigs and monkeys if they eat pork? He forbid them from eating pork if they are hungry. And why if the Jews are hungry they cannot eat and fish, and this is fish, not even pork? Do you see the logic? Why he gave a license for the Muslims that if you are forced into hunger, then eat whatever you want, even pork. But in the case of the Jews, they are hungry and they cannot find their fish, and they are fishermen. This is how they live. Yet Allah he made them pigs and monkeys, which is a very stupid story, just because they did fishing on Saturday. Do you get my
yes,
point?
I get your point.
Okay.
I get your point that
That's not fair, because if all of us we are human and all of us we worship the same God as Islamic claim, okay, be just. The Muslims
yes,
they can eat
I
pork.
agree with you that this was not
Hmm.
fair for all people. It was not fair to those people that are turned into monkeys and pigs.
Anything
But
else, my friend? Yeah.
but I asked you that in Judaism,
Hmm.
is it similar to Islam that if Jews eat pork and camel, their prayers
No,
will not be
The Muslims can eat
accepted for
camel.
40
The
days?
Muslims can eat camel. The Muslim can eat
Yes.
camel, but the Jews they cannot. And this is a proof again that Muhammad it cannot be from the same God, the same religion, because why he is making the camel lawful for them, and he pick up what he like. He pick up the pork. How come God he changed his mind? Why it
Yeah.
was forbidden? Like the rabbit was forbidden, the camel is forbidden, the pork is forbidden. Okay, why Allah he changed his mind and he kept the pork, and he did not keep the rabbit, he did not keep the camel?
Actually, I think that in Middle East, the pork is generally a bad animal to be consumed. That's why Muhammad
No,
made it haram.
Muhammad is just copying the Jews. Muhammad, everything in his religion is about copying the Jews, and I can show you that. I will show you a clear proof. Have you ever heard of something called the punishment of the grave?
Hmm?
Have you ever heard of something called the
Yes,
punishment of the grave?
punishment of the grave. Yes.
All right. Where Muhammad he
Adab,
get
adab.
that? Where did
Called
Muhammad come
adab.
from?
I don't know.
From the Jews. From the Jews. Muhammad never spoke about the punishment of the grave until a Jewish woman she came to Aisha and she said to him that there is seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. And then Aisha she said to her, "You're a liar. There is no such a thing." And then Muhammad he heard her talking to the woman. She said, "What's the problem? Why you are shouting?" She said, "This woman she said there's a punishment of the grave." This is crazy. So Muhammad he said to her, "Yes, yes." No? Here we go. Read this hadith with me. A Jewish woman, you see the screen? A Jewish woman enter into me. Aisha speaking. The one is talking is Aisha. And she said, the torment of the grave is because of urine. See, this is a Jewish. The Jewish, they have a lot of false teaching too in the Talmud, and you know, and in some books is not from the holy book, legends and fairy tale stories. I said, Aisha, she said to her, "Oh, you are lying." She said, no, it's true. We cut our skin and clothed because of it, which means if imagine if a urine touched their skin, they will cut their skin. This is how crazy it is. The messenger, yeah, the messenger of Allah went out to pray, and our voices became loud. He said, what is this? Aisha, she said, so I told him what she had said, which means the Jewish woman. He said she spoke the truth. And then she said, look what she said. And after that day, he never offered any prayer, but he say the following
After
prayer.
that day.
After that day, you see, you got it right away. You are smart. So after that day, guys, Aisha is a wife of Muhammad. She never heard Muhammad mentioning that thing. To the point she accused the women of what? Of being a liar. Right? Now Muhammad, he heard the idea. He liked it. After that day, he never pray unless he say, I seek refuge by Allah from the punch of the grave. Suddenly it became so important. Suddenly this prayer became so important. Suddenly he cannot pray without saying it. But he never said that before.
If you type on YouTube Ajab, Qabr Ajab, you'll find some funny stuff.
I mean, Islam is a stupid religion, my friend. Anyway, I'm so glad that you left Islam, even if you don't want to say so, but I understand. You are afraid. I'm happy for you, my friend. But before you leave, I will do my duty to invite you to accept my Lord and my Savior as your Lord. I understand you are afraid to say. You can leave me a text in Skype, and I will be happy to hear from you.
Actually, afraid that I'm actually afraid of the hell, the way.
My friend, there's no hell with Jesus. There's hell with this man, this liar. Here we go. This guy, he never said, I seek refuge from the punch of the grave, which is from what? From piss. I mean, how stupid that is.
Invest a lot of your in this religion. You cannot just get out of it.
No, you can, my friend. You can, and you're already out. You're already out. I get it. You're already out. And you just said made fun of it. You know, you just made fun of it. Come on, you are already out. Anyway, you don't want to say, it's up to you. Thank you, my friend, for calling, and you can leave me a message in the text if you decide to accept the Messiah because you're afraid to say. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Take care. God bless you.
Goodbye.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. The cross before me, the